Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Melching Field in DeLand, Florida, for tonight's Florida Collegiate Summer League matchup between the reigning, defending Florida League champion DeLand Suns and the visiting Seminole County Scorpions. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to DeLand. Ryan Murphy, Matthew McClure. Glad you could join us here on this Thursday night as the Suns and Scorpions playing for the first time this season here in DeLand. They met twice at Seminole County at Sanford Memorial Stadium, with the Suns taking both of those two games as Nate Palmer makes his first start of the season. First pitch high and tight for ball one. Leading off for Seminole County, the first baseman, Topher Grant. A 1-0 delivery from Palmer sent back to the screen. It's 1-1, and Grant off to a heck of a start at the top of this Seminole County order.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been, without a doubt, the best hitter in this lineup to start this year for Seminole County, hitting .359.
Pitch from Palmer upstairs for a ball. Count 2-1 on Grant.
Also has two doubles, 14 hits, 3 RBIs, 9 walks. He's been in the leadoff spot the last few games for the Scorpions.
2-1 pitch from Palmer, high and inside for a ball, and Nate Palmer finds himself down in the count. 3-1 to the leadoff hitting Topher Grant. The 3-1 pitch from Nate Palmer, high and tight again, and Palmer walks the leadoff batter in Topher Grant. They bring up the catcher and Anthony George. Behind him, Gunnar Hoagland, Riley Wash, Will Alvarez, Parker Smith, Michael Christopoulos, Fausto Lopez, and Jeremy Gunter to face Nate Palmer, who has had a very good season, but it's been all out of the pen for him. I'll give you his numbers after his first delivery to the two-hole hitter, Anthony George.
Yeah, George had 3 hits in yesterday's ball game against Sanford, looking to continue to stay hot here.
First pitch of the at-bat, Palmer grooves it down the middle, 88 miles an hour for a strike, 0-1.
All 3 of George's singles were in different parts of the outfield, 1 to left, 1 to center, and 1 to right.
Next pitch from Palmer, at the knees for a strike. It's 0-2. Suns coming in with a 13-7 record. Seminole County a 3-14 record. Palmer will come set, holds the ball near the brim of his cap. His 0-2 delivery is fouled straight back to the screen, and will do it again.
Yeah, George got his average up to .333 after those 3 hits in yesterday's ball game. Has 4 hits on the year in total. 2 runs.
Palmer, 16 1/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 23 strikeouts to 8 walks for Nate Palmer, who's 2-0 with a 1.65 ERA, as his pickoff throw at Grant at first base unsuccessful as Burke applies a tag well late.
Grant doesn't have the best speed there at first, but he's gotten on base a lot for the Scorpions. That's why he's in the top of the lineup and leading things off.
Palmer's 0-2 curveball is slapped into left center field. A base hit into left field as Mark Townsend will collect it. Grant up to second. Anthony George is aboard with a single. And quickly there are runners on first and second and nobody out for the dangerous first-round draft pick in Gunnar Hoagland.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there from George. He's 4 for 4 in his last 4 at-bats, all singles. And now with the hot Gunnar Hoagland up at the plate, Scorpions threatening here in the first.
Hoagland hits from the left side against the right-hander. In Nate Palmer, first pitch of the at-bat. Tries to come low and outside with that one, can't do so, and the count is 1-0 on Palmer.
Hoagland starting the year for the Scorpions, hitting .400. He's got 3 RBIs and a home run, as well as 2 doubles.
The 1-0 pitch from Palmer is slapped foul down the first base side, and the count runs even. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hoagland was a first-round draft pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates in 2018 as a pitcher, and was talking to him before the game, and he was saying that, you know, they want him to get some at-bats, and he's going to play outfield as well as in the DH spot and first base possibly next season for Ole Miss.
The 1-1 pitch from Palmer is again fouled off down the first base side into the corner as it kicks back towards fair territory, as Palmer will look to get his first out of the inning. He's ahead of Gunnar Hoagland, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Middle infield in double play depth. Shortstop in Omohundro shaded towards the bag. The 1-2 pitch from Palmer is a ground ball towards second. On to the shortstop in time. Turn to first in time. A 4-6-3 double play goes Fornari, Omohundro, Burke. Hoagland sees George put down. Topher Grant moves up to third. And there's 2 gone in inning number 1. And if Seminole County is going to score here in the first inning, it'll have to be extended by Riley Wash.
A nice job there by the pitcher Palmer getting the ground ball double play, and now 1 out away from ending the Scorpions' threat here.
First pitch of the at-bat, swing and a miss, as elevating the fastball that time was Palmer and getting Wash to swing and miss. The Suns' defensive arrangement looks like this. It's Townsend, Bell, Dixon left to right in the outfield, Wallace, Omohundro, Fornari, and Burke left to right in the infield, as that one right down Broadway for a strike by Palmer to Wash, and quickly ahead is Nate Palmer. No balls and 2 strikes.
Wash 241 on the air, hit the game-winning hit in Monday's game against the Squeeze, a double in the 9th inning.
0-2, swung on and missed, strike 3 as Nate Palmer works out of trouble in inning number 1, puts the first 2 on, but a double play ball and a strikeout erased the threat. We head to the bottom of the first inning from Melching Field in DeLand with your score. It's the Seminole County Scorpions 0, the DeLand Suns coming up. Quentin Martinez will take the rubber for the second time this season against the DeLand Suns. He threw a no-hitter earlier in the season against Sanford, but did not have a good outing the last time he faced the DeLand Suns. He will try to right that ship today as his first pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Martinez has solid numbers on the season for the Seminole County Scorpions.
Yeah, absolutely. But since that no-hitter against Sanford, he's struggled. He's allowed 7 earned runs in his last 2 starts.
Off to a good start as the 1-0 pitch is popped up. Could be playable for the first baseman. It was, but it was out of his reach as Grant unable to pull it in, as the count on Fornari is 1-1. And
walks have been a problem for Martinez this year. 13, only 11 strikeouts, 16 innings pitched. Does have an ERA under 4 at 3.93. Just trying to get back on track here tonight, trying to get ahead of these Suns hitters and put them away early.
And walks were a problem even in his no-hitter. He walked 5 in 7 innings in the no-hitter against the Rats as he gets a swing and a miss from Fornari. It's 1-2. But since then, the problems have essentially been he hasn't gone very long. 3 innings against DeLand, then 3 innings in Sanford. I think the Scorps would love to get 5 or 6 out of him tonight. He gets off to a nice start as he gets a swing and a miss from Hunter Fornari on a 1-2 pitch. Fornari chases, and there's one gone here in inning number 1 as it brings up the 2-hole hitter, the top hitter in the lineup, at least according to RBIs, in Rodrigo Montenegro.
I think it's important for Martinez and the Scorpions to get out of the first inning without any damage done. They've been playing from behind all year long, and it's because the other teams have been putting up runs early in ball games.
The Suns have been able to do that to get ahead in quite a number of ball games, score in the first couple of innings as Montenegro takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike and finds himself down in the count 0-1. Top hitter in the lineup is Montenegro, the catcher from St. Pete College, as the 0-1 delivery. Big swing and a miss, 91 miles an hour from Martinez, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Montenegro hitting .323 on the season, 10 for 31, 8 runs scored, 4 runs batted in. Martinez, the left-hander, deals the 0-2 pitch. That one is high and outside for a ball, and the count on Montenegro moves to 1-2.
A nice pitch there from Martinez. Went with the fastball high and away, but good job there by Montenegro, wasting that pitch and taking it.
Lefty on lefty as the Appalachian State product deals the 1-2 pitch. Gets a swing and a miss on a ball low outside and in the dirt. The throw will need to come down to first. It does, and Martinez off to an excellent start as he strikes out Fornari, strikes out Montenegro, and there's 2 gone here in the first inning for the left fielder, Mark Townsend.
And pretty much on the same exact pitch, he struck out Fornari. It was a breaking pitch low and out, way out of the zone that they both chased, and good job by Martinez here to start this game.
So digging in from the right-hand batter's box will be Mark Townsend, who's been one of the top players in the DeLand order this season. And he takes a mighty hack and fouls back the first pitch he sees. Again, 91 miles an hour from Martinez as the count is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, your count. Into the motion, the left-hander, and the 0-1 pitch from Martinez is a breaking ball upstairs, and the count is even 1-1.
Yeah, Townsend had 4 RBIs in the series against Seminole County earlier in the year. Looking to continue his success.
The 1-1 pitch is a pop-up foul down the right field side. It'll get up and out of play off the top of the Brian Snyder hitting pavilion and caroming down into the Seminole County dugout, as Martinez looking to strike out the side here in inning number 1. As the count is a ball and 2 strikes on the Stetson Hatter and Mark Townsend. Martinez gets the pitch he wants. We'll see if he goes back to the breaking ball as the 1-2 delivery. He elevates the fastball and gets a swing and a miss by Mark Townsend as the Suns go down in order. Striking out the side is Martinez as we head to the top of inning number 2 with your score. It's DeLand 0, Seminole County 0. Alvarez, Smith, Christopoulos in the top of inning number 2 for the Seminole County Scorpions. Palmer got out of trouble, while his counterpart in Martinez dominated in his first inning of work. Palmer grooves a fastball to Alvarez for a strike, 0-1.
Alvarez hitting .222 on the year, 2 RBIs, 4 hits, a double.
Breaking ball as Palmer tried to catch the inside corner, unable to do so, and the count runs even on Will Alvarez. It's a ball and a strike.
Alvarez had 3 hits in Monday's win at Winter Garden.
1-1 pitch, fastball up and away at 87 miles an hour, 2-1.
He was 0 for 3 with a walk last night at Sanford.
2 balls and a strike. Into the motion goes Nate Palmer. His 2-1 delivery is fouled off down the left side. It will trail foul out of the ballpark entirely. It's 2-2 as the Suns bullpen not putting up their normal tent tonight out there in the bullpen. They have enough cloud cover to do so. It's a 2-2 from Palmer, high and inside for ball 3. It's 3-2.
Good patience here from Alvarez. Another 3-ball count for Palmer. Let's see what he goes with here.
The 3-2 pitch from the right-hander is a bouncing ball back up the middle. Shortstop Omahundro ranges towards the bag. He throws to first in time, and Alvarez is put out on the ground out. There's one away. Here in inning number 2 for the left fielder, Parker Smith.
Parker Smith has been heating up for the Scorpions as of late. Had a good week last week and then had a hit and an RBI in yesterday's ball game. 2 walks as well. Reached base 3 times.
First pitch curveball snaps into the zone for a strike from Palmer, 0-1.
Has 8 hits on the year, 1 double.
The 0-1 delivery from Palmer, swing and a miss. Palmer gassed that one up at 89 miles an hour, and the count on Parker Smith is 0-2.
Got his average up to .216 on the year.
The 0-2 pitch catches the inside corner, strike 3, as Nate Palmer picks up his second strikeout of the afternoon. Punched wash in the first, he gets Smith here in the second, and there's 2 gone in the second inning for the third baseman, Michael Christopoulos.
Christopoulos came off the bench in yesterday's game. He did have an at-bat, went 0 for 1. He's hitting .225 on the year, 7 RBIs, which leads the Scorpions.
Palmer did not have good feel out of that one out of his hand as it goes into the left-hand batter's box to the righty Christopoulos. Count starts 1-0 on the 7-hole hitter.
Christopoulos, this is his 17th game as he takes a breaking ball in there for strike 2, or for strike 1-1 on Mike Christopoulos from Palmer. Here comes the 1-1. That's high and inside for ball 2, 2-1.
Palmer trying to work a 1-2-3 inning here. Getting Christopoulos, he's found himself down in the count, 2 balls and a strike as the 2-1 delivery. Good curveball, but that one broke a little too much low and inside, and the count on Christopoulos is 3-1.
Christopoulos 9 for 4. This is his 17th game for the Scorpions. Has 8 walks. He has double-digit strikeouts with 13, so trying to cut that down.
3 balls, 1 strike. Palmer needs to come with one in the zone here. He does not. He misses upstairs for a ball, and it's a 2-out base runner for the Seminole County Scorpions as the second walk of the game delivered by Nate Palmer puts a runner on first with 2 gone for the 8-hole hitting second baseman in Fausto Lopez.
A good patience I've been impressed with by the Scorpions here early in this ball game, letting Palmer throw some pitches, taking some close pitches that are borderline in the zone, and nice job there from Christopoulos to see what Lopez can do.
First pitch of the at-bat is a high pop fly. Giving it a couple of steps of a look is Joe Burke, but it's well out of play. And the count on Fausto Lopez is no balls and a strike.
Yeah, Lopez hasn't gotten off to the start he would have liked, hitting 135 on the year. He does have 5 hits and 37 at-bats.
0-1 delivery, trying to paint the inside corner. Unable to do so is Palmer, as it's taken inside for a ball by Lopez. Count evens 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Palmer comes set from the brim of his cap. The 1-1 delivery upstairs for a ball, and the count on Fausto Lopez is 2 balls and a strike.
Lopez also came off the bench in yesterday's game at Sanford, had an at-bat. He struck out.
Palmer has struggled a little bit with his control. The 2-1 pitch, that catches the outside corner. Good pitch by Nate Palmer, who's thrown 34 pitches, 20 strikes, and 14 balls. As deuces are wild to Lopez, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch from Nate Palmer is swung on and missed, strike 3. Lopez set down on strikes, and the inning is over. A 2-out walk does no damage. As we move along to the bottom of inning number 2, it's DeLand nothing, Seminole County nothing. Burke, Wallace, Corbett in the bottom of the second inning, as Quentin Martinez has been dominant thus far as he has started ahead of Joe Burke. No balls and a strike, blowing a fastball past the Kentucky Wesleyan Panther. The lefty's 0-1 delivery is a breaking ball that comes below the knees of Joe Burke and evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Martinez getting off to a great start. 3 straight strikeouts there in the bottom of the first inning, looking to work off that here.
The 1-1 delivery to Burke. Burke hits a high fly ball into shallow right center field. Coming on is the right fielder in Hoagland. He'll make the play, and there's now 1 gone in inning number 2 to bring up Garrett Wallace. Wallace, hitting in the 5-hole for the DeLand Suns, has been a dependable option at third base for DeLand. At the plate, he's hitting .206, but has driven in 11 runs, one of 4 Suns, over 10 in the RBI column. Martinez deals his first pitch. It misses low and outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on DeLand's 5-hole hitter.
Yeah, Martinez has done a great job to start this game, getting ahead of hitters, throwing strikes. You know, we mentioned earlier that he's struggling with the walks, doing a good job here throwing strikes.
And blows that one past Wallace at 89 miles an hour. Count will go aces wild on Garrett Wallace. A ball, a strike, and an out. Bottom of the second inning here from Melching Field. Seminole County and DeLand are scoreless. Into the motion goes the left-hander. In Martinez blows another fastball past Garrett Wallace, and the count is 1-2. Either team has been able to get the bats going thus far. 3 base runners for the Scorps, 2 walks and a single. The Suns have gone 4 up, 4 down as the 1-2 delivery to Wallace is inside. Martinez thought he had strike 3. Instead, the count runs even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think that one just missed a little bit up and in. Nice job there by Wallace at the plate. holding this swing. Counts 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty into the motion. The 2-2 pitch is upstairs and inside for a ball. And the count on Garrett Wallace is full, 3-2. Suns looking to get their first base runner of the game any way they can with Hunter Corbett, the DeLand native, in the on-deck circle. The 3-2 pitch comes to Garrett Wallace. It's fouled up and out of play, and the count remains full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is head coach Jeff Lemon's return back to Conrad Park, Melching Field. He was a player for DeLand back in the day. He won a championship here. He was very excited to come back, said, it would be great to sweep these guys, but we're going to take it one game at a time.
The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, as Martinez dealing thus far 4 strikeouts through 5 batters, and there's 2 gone in the second inning to bring up Hunter Corbett out of UNC Greensboro. Lemon, in fact, playing for Rick Hall, the longtime head coach of the DeLand Suns, as you mentioned, for the 2012 Florida League Championship team that knocked out the Leesburg Lightning at Tropicana Field. I believe that game was 10-7 in the Florida League Championship game. First pitch to Hunter Corbett, misses high and tight for a ball, 1-0. Florida League All-Star for the Suns was Lemon. His time at Embry-Riddle as the 1-0 pitch to Hunter Corbett is upstairs for a ball, and he's jumped ahead of Quentin Martinez, 2 balls and no strikes. That is one somewhat bright lining for the Suns. They are making Martinez throw some pitches. He's not being the most efficient, but only throwing his 25th pitch. It's high and tight again, ball 3, and Corbett way out in front, 3 balls, no strikes. I think the red light's going to be on Corbett here. See if you can get the Suns a base runner.
Yeah, absolutely. Any way to get on, and Martinez struggling here. 3 straight balls. Let's see if he just grooves one, get me over fastball.
3-0 pitch, can't do it. Up and in for ball 4, and the Suns have their first base runner. It's a 2-out walk delivered to Hunter Corbett, as it's a runner on first and 2 gone for Tim Dixon.
No damage done if you're Martinez. Runner on first with a walk. Got to get out of this innings. Figure out how to get Dixon here. First time working from the stretch.
Dixon, a .224 hitter on the season, 13 of his first 58. First pitch to Dixon is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball that catches the inside corner for a strike. Dixon finds himself down in the count, 0-1. Martinez working from the stretch, as you mentioned, for the first time. The lefty's 0-1 delivery is fouled straight back to the screen by Tim Dixon, and the count is 0-2.
See if he goes with another fastball here, try to blow one by Dixon.
No balls, 2 strikes to Tim Dixon. Martinez letting the ball hang loose in his left arm before he brings it into the glove from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch from the left-hander comes inside to Dixon at 88 miles an hour. The count on the right fielder in the 7-hole for the Suns is a ball and 2 strikes. Full slate of games in the Florida League tonight, 3 games across the league. This is the only game that is scoreless. The 1-2 pitch fouled off by Dixon. It caroms off the dugout and back into fair territory, so the count will stay 1-2. Home teams are winning both other games thus far. Sanford on top of Winter Garden, 3-1 in the bottom of the second. Leesburg leads Winter Park, 1-0, bottom 2 at Pat Thomas Stadium.
Winter Garden currently on a 7-game losing streak, trying to snap that. Have struggled as of late. The Scorpions beat them Monday night to snap their 9-game losing streak.
Martinez with a 1-2 pitch. Dixon fouls it off again, making Martinez work a little harder here in the second inning, as the count is still 1-2 on Dixon. Martinez getting ready to throw his 31st pitch through 2 innings. From the stretch comes Martinez, the 1-2 delivery. Check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And it's 5 strikeouts through 2 innings for Quentin Martinez as he punches out Tim Dixon. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Defense has been the name of the game. We are scoreless. Gunter, Grant, George, the 3Gs will step in for the Scorpions as the first two pitches from Nate Palmer have missed the zone for balls. 2 balls, no strikes from Palmer to Jeremy Gunter.
Gunter's average at 176.
As a swing and a miss moves the count to 2-1.
Has 10 walks on the year. Problem with Gunter early on has been 20 strikeouts, 6 hits, a double.
The 2-1 pitch popped up down the third base side. Looks to be playable for Garrett Wallace. He'll find it and make the play. And there's one gone in the third inning as the first trip through the order for Seminole County yields no runs. There's one gone here in the third inning. Back to the top of the order for Seminole County and Topher Grant.
Yeah, Grant walked his first time up on 5 pitches and then was stranded at third in the first.
First pitch of the at-bat from Palmer, down Broadway for a strike, 0-1. That one down Broadway again by Palmer. Quickly ahead in the count of Topher Grant is 0-2. And Palmer not wasting any time. The big man right back to work. The Seminole State Products 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Climb the ladder with that one. Grant couldn't resist taking a hack at it. And there's 2 gone as Nate Palmer has struck out 4 of the last 7 he's faced.
Yeah, nice job there by Palmer, just attacking Grant there with 3 straight fastballs. Got Grant to chase that last one, and he's turning it up here in the last few innings, or 2 innings.
2 gone for the 2-hole hitter Anthony George. He singled in his first at-bat, but was then put out on a key 4-6-3 double play that helped the Suns avoid damage. First pitch low and inside for a ball. Count on George, 1-0.
George with 4 straight singles. Had 3 yesterday. First at-bat, obviously had 1.
The 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss by George. Count even, 1-1. 1 hit for Seminole County. That is the only number on the board in the runs, hits, and errors column for either ball club. Suns are hitless. Both teams are airless. The 1-1 pitch from Palmer, low and outside for a ball, 2-1. The Seminole State product in Nate Palmer. A DeLand native ready to go. The 2-1 delivery is popped up foul down the right side. And the count runs to deuces wild on Anthony George. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
The top of the lineup for the Scorpions has been where the production's been the last few games. You add George to this lineup, Hoagland, you add Topher Grant at the top of the lineup. Parker Smith's been coming into his own as of late. So the Scorpions' top half of the lineup has been deadly for teams here the last week. The runs will come. Obviously, they've struggled to get runs on the board, but they have had opportunities with runners on base, and let's see what happens here.
Fastball 90 miles an hour from Palmer comes high and tight for a ball, and the count on Anthony George is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming from Palmer. The 3-2 delivery is upstairs, ball 4. So for the second consecutive inning, Palmer surrenders a 2-out walk, and it brings up Gunnar Hoagland with a runner on first and 2 away.
Nice job there by George working the walk. Being patient, taking a few pitches, and he's aboard with 2 down. Now with Hoagland at the plate trying to bounce back after the double play he hit the first time up.
Runner goes, pitch low, pitch is in there. Throw down to second is going to skip into center field. Quickly to get it is Bell. Pitch to Hoagland was a strike, but Seminole County has a runner in scoring position as Anthony George is able to steal off of Montenegro.
A good jump there from George. Stole a base in yesterday's game against Sanford.
No balls and a strike. Palmer deals the 0-1 high and outside for a ball, and the count runs even on the Ole Miss Rebel in Hoagland. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike is your count as Palmer gazes back at the runner at second base. His 1-1 delivery can't catch the outside corner below the knees of the right fielder Hoagland. The count is 2-1. 2 balls and a strike is your count as gazing in is Nate Palmer. Trying to work a third straight scoreless inning for the Suns. His 2-1 pitch. Hoagland fouls it off down the right side, and the count will even up. It's back to Deuces Wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
With a lefty at the plate, the shortstop Omohundro is holding George there at second. So if Hoagland could get one in the hole between short and third, could get through for a base hit.
2-2 pitch, high and outside for a ball, and the count on Gunnar Hoagland is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Palmer looking to avoid surrendering his 4th walk of this start. The 3-2 pitch from Palmer is a foul ball down the left side, and will do it again with the count remaining full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
A nice job there by Hoagland with 2 strikes, protecting. It was a little bit up in the zone, but got a piece of it and stays alive there.
Full count delivery to Hoagland. George, with no one behind him, is not obligated to take off. Probably won't. As the 3-2 pitch from Palmer is a fly ball deep down the right field line, but a little ahead of that one was the left-handed hitting Hoagland. He sends it foul down the right field line, and we'll have another 3-2 pitch coming.
He got good wood on it, just like you said, just a bit out in front of that. Just got to straighten that out a little bit, and that one's gone. But 3-2 here. Let's see what Palmer goes with.
Palmer's 3-2 pitch, up and in, ball 4. Back-to-back walks here in the 3rd inning have put runners on first and second with 2 outs for the cleanup hitting Riley Wash.
Scorpions had runners at second and first back in the 1st inning. Now with Wash at the plate, he struck out his first time up swinging. Trying to get the Scorps on the board here with a big hit.
Suns tending to the runner up the middle. Now we'll back off into the normal positions, and Palmer will step off as Fornari was trying to call for the back pick, but no play to be made as we will reset. First and second, 2 outs, top of the 3rd inning. Scoreless game between Seminole County and DeLand. First pitch of the at-bat from Palmer. They're going to back pick to first. Runner will take off, but it doesn't matter. Picked off at first is Gunnar Hoagland. The back pick by the catcher in Rodrigo Montenegro sees Hoagland picked off at first, and the inning is over. The Suns get out of trouble as Rodrigo Montenegro extends his league lead in assists by a catcher. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Suns and Scorps are still scoreless. The Suns with a big defensive play gets them out of the third inning. Now they'll try to get the offense going as they've been shut down thus far by Quentin Martinez. It'll be 8-9-1. Bell, Omohundro, and Fornari to face the Appy State left-hander. First pitch blown past the center fielder Bell back to the screen, 0-1.
Yeah, Martinez has done great to start this game, and he's coming off back-to-back starts where he struggled. So, 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. You like to see that from the lefty.
The 0-1 pitch bounces in for a ball to Robert Bell. Count 1-1. 5 punch-outs for Martinez through 3. 4 punch-outs for Palmer with 4 walks through 3.
I think another key for Martinez, he only has 1 walk on the evening, so he's got to keep that number down.
1-1 pitch comes high and tight for a ball to Robert Bell, who takes the advantage in the count. 2-1. He has 1 walk, but he is going pretty deep into counts with a number of Suns hitters, but he's been able to put them away. 2-2 and 3-2. He's got Robert Bell 2-1 here as the leadoff hitter of the inning. 2-1 pitch down Broadway for a strike at 87 miles an hour. Count runs even on Robert Bell. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Suns and Scorps scoreless, bottom of the third inning from Melching Field. Martinez from the windup deals the 2-2 pitch. He bounces it in for a ball on outside, and the count has gone full to Robert Bell, 3-2. Suns trying to get the offense started here. They are hitless through the first 7 at-batters. 6 have been retired. Hunter Corbett drew a walk. The 3-2 to Bell. He lifts that one high and deep down the left field line, but it's going to range foul over towards the VFW Hall as we'll do another 3-2 pitch to Bell. Suns and Seminole County are scoreless. Martinez looking for punch-out number 6 on the evening. The lefty's 3-2 breaking ball, upstairs ball 4, and the Suns draw their second walk against Quentin Martinez as Bell takes a 7-pitch at-bat and draws a base runner out of it. Nobody out, 1 on for the 9-hole hitting Jeff Omohundro.
Yeah, nice at-bat there from Bell. Worked the count to full, and the pitch there from Martinez was just a little bit up in the zone on the breaking ball. Let's see how he responds here with Omohundro up.
9-hole hitter, then it will roll back to the top of the order in Hunter Fornari. First pitch of the at-bat is in there for a strike. Count on Jeff Omohundro starts 0-1. Suns and Seminole County meeting for the 3rd time this season and the first time here at Melching Field. Lefty's 0-1 delivery in the dirt for a ball, and the count on Omohundro is even at a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike, the count on the main Black Bear in Jeff Omohundro. Martinez, the lefty, comes set and deals the 1-1 pitch, high and tight for a ball. Quickly out of his crouch was George, but no throw as Omohundro ahead in the count, 2-1.
George has got a cannon behind the plate. He played in third base in yesterday's game, made some unbelievable plays. He's got great range. So Bell tries to test him here. It'll be interesting to see.
Pickoff throw to first, no tag applied by Grant. Back in time is Robert Bell. Martinez working from the stretch for just the 2nd time today. Deals the 2-1 pitch. It is a foul ball up and out of play down the right side, and the count will move even again on Jeff Omohundro. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch coming from the lefty Martinez. The leadoff hitter Hunter Fornari stands in the on-deck circle. 2-2 from the lefty, high and tight for a ball. And for the 2nd batter in a row, the count is full. This time to Jeff Omohundro, 3-2.
The time for Martinez here to bear down was in 3-2. Obviously to Bell in the first at-bat of the inning. He's got to settle down now, throw a strike.
The 3-2 pitch from Martinez is fouled off by Omohundro. No movement there by the runner Bell, and we will stay 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count coming for the second time. A 7-pitch at-bat to Bell, now a 7-pitch at-bat to Omohundro. Does help to drive up the pitch count of Quentin Martinez. This will be pitch number 46 through 2 innings plus for Martinez. The 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Omohundro cannot connect on the 3-2. 6th strikeout for Quentin Martinez through 2 1/3. 6 of his 7 outs have been by K, and there's 1 gone, a runner on first for Hunter Fornari.
Yeah, nice job there by Martinez. Trusting his stuff, went off speed there on 3-2, something that he knew he could throw for a strike, and got Omohundro to go down swinging.
First pitch upstairs for a ball to Hunter Fornari, 1-0, as Martinez has been effectively wild thus far tonight. 27 strikes, 20 balls, but has walked only 2 and struck out 6. Martinez comes set from the left side. He gazes the runner. He'll take off. The throw will now come to first. Throw over to second is not in time. Able to take second on the pickoff throw is Robert Bell. The throw from the first baseman, Grant, skipped in, which allowed Bell to get his foot in time, and the Suns have a runner in scoring position with 1 out for the top of the order.
Yeah, I think that throw from Grant was just a little bit offline there, skipped in the dirt, allowed Bell to get in there safely. Good jump by Bell as well on the pickoff attempt.
1 ball, no strike. Suns with their first major scoring opportunity. Fornari clubs that one deep down the left field side, but it's going to range well foul, and we'll do another pitch this time. Count 1-1. Aces while the ball is striking and out on Fornari. Bell picking up the big stolen base as he got a good jump and was able to get in ahead of the throw. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bell dancing off of second. No throw to come as that one popped up foul by the leadoff hitting Fornari. Count 1-2. Top of the 4th inning for Seminole County. Wash, Alvarez, and Smith, 4, 5, 6 in the order. Suns looking to take the lead here in the 3rd inning with a runner on second and 1 out, but another strikeout by Quentin Martinez give him 7 on the day. There's 2 gone in the 3rd inning, and if the Suns are going to score, it's going to have to come from Rodrigo Montenegro, who was a strikeout victim his first time up.
Yeah, you mentioned it. 7 strikeouts, all of them swinging. So Martinez is doing a great job here with 2 strikes in the count, getting Suns hitters to chase, and when he's throwing that off-speed pitch for strikes, they're swinging right through it.
Montenegro will try to find a gap here for the Suns to give DeLand the lead. First pitch from Martinez is sent the other way. A blooper into shallow left, racing on and unable to make the play in left. The throw will not come. It's an RBI single by Rodrigo Montenegro as the left-hander drives one the other way. It falls in front of Parker Smith, and Rodrigo Montenegro has given the Suns the early lead, 1-0.
That was going to be a long run for Smith out there in left. He was played pretty far back. A nice job there by Montenegro, just finding a hole in the defense. Bloop single to left and an RBI single, giving the Suns the 1-0 lead.
Yet again, Montenegro is driven in each of the last 2 runs for the DeLand Suns. He drove in a run in the ITB yesterday in the loss to Winter Park as the first pitch strike delivered to Mark Townsend, 0-1. And he comes up with the hit here in the 3rd to give DeLand the 1-0 lead. DeLand's first hit of the game comes at the right time.
I think another key was Bell was on the move right away when that ball was hit.
And now that one's sent into right field for a base hit by Mark Townsend. Montenegro will dig around second. He will head for third. The throw to third will not be in time. Now no throw to second, as heading up to second base is Mark Townsend. Montenegro to third on the single. Townsend up to second on the throw. And the Suns have second and third with 2 outs in the 3rd for the reigning FCSL Home Run Derby champion in Joe Burke.
Yeah, right when you thought Martinez was settled in and, back-to-back strikeouts, the Suns with back-to-back hits, and now are threatening to add on to the lead.
Chance for a crooked number here if Burke can find a hole against Martinez. He flew out to center his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat from the lefty Martinez. He paints the inside corner with an off-speed pitch at 80 miles an hour. Starts the count to Burke, no balls and a strike. Suns had one base runner the first 2 innings. They've had 3 here in the third, as they finally have figured out Quentin Martinez at least a little bit. The 0-1 pitch to Burke, fouled straight back to the screen. It's 0-2. This inning also serving to drive Martinez's pitch count up again. He's at 55 pitches through 3 at least, and I should say 56 pitches at least, as this pitch will be number 56. No action up in either bullpen. Martinez looking for strikeout number 8 to get out of the jam. He can't get it on that one. Fouled off by Burke to keep the at-bat alive. It's still 0-2.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there from Martinez, but nice job there by Burke, just getting a piece of that, staying alive in the at-bat. So we'll do it all over again here, 0-2. Let's see what Martinez goes with here.
No balls, 2 strikes on Joe Burke, who's hit 3 home runs this season for DeLand. All 3 have been on the road, 1 in Sanford, 2 in Leesburg. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt for a ball, and Burke will remain at the plate with the count 1-2.
Nice block there from George, keeping the runner at third. Montenegro there. But if you're Martinez now, need a big pitch here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Joe Burke. Ready to go is the lefty Martinez. His 1-2 delivery is high and tight for a ball to Burke, and the count is now 2-2, as pitch number 59 of the game will come from Martinez. Well, more than likely going to get his longest outing since the no-hitter. If he gets through this inning and comes back out and gets 1 more out, he will have had his longest outing since then, after back-to-back 3-inning appearances. The 2-2 pitch coming from Quentin Martinez is blown past Joe Burke. He went with an 80-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Burke unable to touch it, and the inning is over. But Rodrigo Montenegro gets the Suns on the board with a 2-out single. We've played 3. From DeLand with your score, the DeLand Suns 1, the Seminole County Scorpions 0. Suns strike first tonight on an RBI single by Rodrigo Montenegro, as for the first time, Nathan Palmer pitches with a lead, and he gets the first pitch into center field. Late break by Robert Bell, but he's able to pull it in. 1 pitch, 1 out, gets Riley Wash on a fly out to bring up Will Alvarez.
Yeah, Wash drove that to deep center, and Bell kind of misplayed it at the beginning. He had to track back and make the catch, but one pitch, one out. If you're the Scorpions, got to be a little bit more patient.
Good start for Nate Palmer as he's in his fourth inning of work. His first pitch to the second batter of this inning, Will Alvarez, takes a pitch high and outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery from Palmer, sent foul down the left side, count evens at a ball and a strike. Palmer has been used as a reliever all 6 times before tonight, but was stretched out his last 2 times out, I should say, as the 1-1 pitch is clubbed towards the shortstop, Omohundro, picks it off the dirt, and his throw to first is in time, and there's 2 gone here in the 4th inning for Parker Smith. He came out of the bullpen to throw 5 2/3 innings back on June 18th against Sanford, did the same to throw 4 1/3 here against Leesburg 5 nights ago on the 22nd. Both of those games last week, 10 innings, 1 run, 12 strikeouts. Why Nate Palmer was named DeLand's second straight pitcher of the week, and the Suns' 5th of 6 in the player and pitcher of the week column. The 0-1 breaking ball, Palmer snaps it in, but it's low, 1-1.
Smith struck out looking his first time up, looking to get a 2-out rally here going for the Scorps, as they've struggled here in this inning against Palmer. 2 quick outs. Smith trying to change that here.
The 1-1 pitch from Nate Palmer. He can't quite paint the inside corner on that one, and the count moves to 2-1 on the Seminole County left fielder. Michael Christopoulos stands in the on-deck circle if the inning should continue. Palmer's 2-1 pitch bounces in for a ball, 3-1, as Palmer tries to avoid getting the first 2 batters and then walking the third for the 3rd inning in a row. Three balls, 1 strike from the Seminole State Raider. His 3-1, and it will continue. 3rd inning in a row that Palmer has walked a batter with 2 outs in the frame. He's walked someone in all 4 innings of work. He has walked 5 tonight in his 3 2/3 innings. As a runner on first with 2 outs for Michael Christopoulos, who walked his first time up. Palmer's first pitch comes inside for a ball, 1-0. Palmer's pitch count running up as well, as he has now thrown 67 pitches. Or if you get him out of this inning, maybe try to get him through 5. The 1-0 from Palmer, right down Broadway, gets a swing and a miss at 85 miles an hour. Count on Christopoulos, evens 1-1.
Yeah, Palmer got the first 2 guys out quickly last inning, and then the Scorpions threatened with back-to-back walks. Were unable to cash in.
1-1 pitch from Palmer. That one's a good one on the outer half for a strike. 1-2 now your count on the Seminole County third baseman. Palmer looking for his 4th straight scoreless inning against Seminole County. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nate Palmer picks up strikeout number 5 to go with 5 walks. It's been a very 3 true outcomes without the home run part for Nate Palmer today, but he's worked 4 scoreless as we head to the bottom of inning number 4. The DeLand Suns hold on to a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the fourth inning, Wallace, Corbett, and Dixon to face Quentin Martinez. Suns hold a 1-0 lead over the Seminole County Scorpions. Quentin Martinez had his longest inning in the third. He faced 6. As the first pitch is a line drive into left field, but just taking a couple of steps back is Parker Smith. He's there to make the play. Wallace put out on a well-hit flyout and there's one gone for Hunter Corbett, who was the first Sun to reach. He did so on a walk. For Martinez, that was pitch number 60 for him through 3 innings plus.
That was key, though, for Martinez, early in the count, getting Wallace to line out there.
First pitch off speed at 77 miles an hour in the zone for a strike, 0-1 to the 6-hole hitter Hunter Corbett. The 0-1 pitch from the left-hander is swung on and fouled back by Hunter Corbett, and the UNC Greensboro product finds himself down in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Martinez has 8 strikeouts. That fly out by Wallace was just the second ball put in play for an out. The 0-2 pitch from Martinez, 8 strikeouts, still 8, as Corbett able to check his swing on a pitch that was inside. Count moves to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Hunter Corbett. Martinez looking for strikeout number 9. He won't get it on that pitch as it's laced foul off the edge of the dugout on the DeLand Sun side on the third base side. Count still 1-2 to Corbett, as the Martinez pitch count will run to 65 pitches on this delivery. Warming up in the pen, looks like might be Hudson Widrig for the Suns. As the 1-2 delivery swung on and missed, make it 9 strikeouts for Quentin Martinez. There's 2 gone in the 4th inning, and the Suns will try to extend the inning with Tim Dixon.
Yeah, nice job there by Martinez once again, blowing a fastball by Corbett for the second out of the inning. And I think it's important here for Martinez if he can get Dixon here, 1-2-3. Get the bats back in the dugout.
And he starts with a swing and a miss by Tim Dixon. They'll say he foul tipped it back into the glove of the catcher, but either way, it's a strike, 0-1. Into the motion quickly yet again is Martinez. His 0-1 delivery at the knees for a strike to Tim Dixon. Count 0-2 as Martinez will throw his 68th pitch of the outing. He's almost doubled up strikes to balls. I should say 44-23. Fouled off down the right side as it trails towards the Seminole County bullpen. Count will remain 0-2. So both starters right around the 70 pitches in 4 innings mark. I think for both of them, the idea is going to be throw one more and give it to your bullpen come the 6th inning. The 0-2 pitch from the lefty Martinez is high and outside for a ball, 1-2, as pitch number 70 will come for Martinez.
Now, that one just missed. I think it might have been a little bit outside there, but let's see what he goes back with here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. The 1-2 from the lefty is a high pop-up on the left side. Dancing near the bag is the third baseman, and he finds it. Christopoulos there to make the catch, and it is the first 1-2-3 inning for Martinez since he struck out the side in the first. We go to the top of the 5th inning from DeLand. The Suns still with the only run. It's 1-0 DeLand. 8, 9, and 1 in the Seminole County order. It's Lopez, Gunter, and Grant. First pitch breaking ball, a curveball from Nate Palmer, misses the zone for ball 1. Palmer trying to get his 5th inning of work, which would make him eligible for a win if his team could hang on. The 1-0 pitch is popped up on the first base side. Giving it a look is the first baseman in Burke, but it's out of his range and out of play. Count even on Fausto Lopez. Was a strikeout victim his first time up, 1-1.
Scorps only with 1 hit on the night. Got to get something started here. Lopez trying to do just that against Palmer.
Just 3 hits total on the night. 2 for the Suns, 1 for the Scorps. The 1-1 from Palmer is a blooper towards right. Back is Burke. First baseman can't get it. It drops into fair territory. And that's going to be hit number 2 for the Seminole County Scorpions. A bloop single by Fausto Lopez puts him on first with nobody out in the frame for the 9-hole hitting Jeremy Gunter.
Any way to get on. Lopez just bloops that one in between the second baseman Fornari, Burke, and the right fielder Dixon. And the Scorps here trying to get a run across, tie this ball game up with Gunter at the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. First was the count when the ball found the right field grass. First pitch to Jeremy Gunter is in for a strike, 0-1. Suns turned a double play back in the first inning. Would love to do so again. Pickoff throw to first by Palmer. No tag applied by Burke as Lopez dives back in. No balls, 1 strike from Palmer. Again throws back. This time a tag was applied, but easily back in diving is Lopez. 4 innings pitched for Palmer. He's walked 5, struck out 5, and has allowed hits to Anthony George and Fausto Lopez. Runner goes. The 0-1 pitch is upstairs for a ball. Throw down to second, and see ya. Fausto Lopez is thrown out. Make it another assist behind the dish by Rodrigo Montenegro. He's thrown out 2 today. He backpicked Gunnar Hoglund in the 3rd, and now he throws out Fausto Lopez here in the 5th.
And the Scorpions continue to struggle on the base paths. Another guy thrown out on a stolen base. Yesterday's ball game, they had 2 guys gunned out at home. And it's been a continuing struggle for Seminole County this year.
The 1-2 from Palmer. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Gunter is set down on strikes, and just like that, runner on first, nobody out. Turns into bases empty, 2 outs for the top of the order and Topher Grant.
Grant reached on a walk his first time up, struck out back in the 3rd.
First pitch fouled back to the screen by Grant. No balls and a strike. Scorpions have been very good on the base paths. If you look at the numbers, they have coming in today 39 of 46 in the stolen base category as a great 0-1 breaking ball dives into the zone by Palmer. And he's 1 strike away from the unconventional 1-2-3 inning. Would be his first 3-hitter inning of the night. He got it. Swing and a miss by Topher Grant as Nate Palmer strikes out his 7th batter of the night. And that gets us to the halfway point of the game. The Suns with the only run. They lead it 1-0. It'll be 8-9-1 in the DeLand order as the Suns lead it by a score of 1-0. Quentin Martinez on for what may be his final inning of work if he's not efficient, as he's at 70 pitches through 4. First pitch of the at-bat he throws is a fastball 86 miles an hour at the letters for a strike to Robert Bell. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike, lefty on righty. Bell has the only run scored of the game. He walked, stole a base, and scored on a bloop single, but he's way ahead of that breaking ball from Quentin Martinez, and Bell finds himself down in the count, 0-2.
All Martinez's strikeouts tonight, all swinging.
See if he gets number 10 as the 0-2 delivery. Can't get it on that pitch, fouled off up and out of play, and we'll do another 0-2 delivery. No balls, 2 strikes the count to Robert Bell. Bell on Alejandro Fornari here in the 5th inning for DeLand. Action has stopped in the Suns bullpen. We'll see if that's because Widrig is coming in as the 0-2 in the dirt for a ball, 1-2 on Robert Bell. 5th pitch of the at-bat coming to the 8-hole hitting center fielder. Pitch 75 on the night for Quentin Martinez. The 1-2 pitch from the left-hander is clubbed just foul down the third base line. Bell almost had himself extra bases, but went about 6 inches shy of the bag down the third base side to keep the count. 1-2, pitch number 6 of the at-bat forthcoming.
Yeah, that was just foul, and I mean just almost skipped over the base there. Like you said there, Ryan, definitely could have been extra bases if that's fair.
Martinez laboring in this at-bat, battling with Bell. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt again for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes as pitch 7. Coming up in this at-bat is pitch 77 for Quentin Martinez. Martinez ready to go, looking for punch-out number 10. Can't get it on that one as Bell is making him work. That one fouled back to the screen, and the count remains 2-2.
Yeah, nice at-bat here from Robert Bell, fouling off a few pitches, was down 0-2 in the count. You thought Martinez was going to be able to strike him out easily, get his 10th strikeout. Bell making it very hard.
The 2-2 pitch to Robert Bell, breaking ball outside for ball 3, and the count on Bell is now full 3-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Martinez trying to avoid walking Bell and looking for his 10th strikeout. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. As number 10 for Quentin Martinez, he's gotten 13 outs, 10 by strikeout. And there's one gone here in the 5th inning for the bottom of the order, the 9-hole, and Jeff Alejandro.
A nice pitch there from Martinez there to get Bell. He had to work for it, but nevertheless getting the strikeout, 1 down.
Alejandro, a strikeout victim to lead off, get the first out of the 3rd inning. He will bounce that one to the left side. Diving stop made at 3rd. Throw across the diamond is going to come off of the first base bag. It'll be an infield single for Jeff Alejandro as it took a diving stop from Christopoulos at 3rd. The Suns get their 3rd hit of the game and they get a base runner as Alejandro will stand on first with 1 out for the top of the order and Hunter Fornari.
Yeah, Christopoulos makes an unbelievable play, the diving spot or diving play there to his glove side. Just couldn't set himself and make the throw down the first as it took Topher Grant off the bag.
So runner on first, 1 out for Hunter Fornari as Martinez up into the 80s now with his pitch count, but no action in the pen for the Scorps. First pitch, bouncing ball, trying to be backhanded. It is at the 3rd. Throw to 2nd. The tag is applied, but no turn on to first base. A great play by Christopoulos, but his throw was off the bag to avoid any kind of double play, and slow to get up, but looks to be okay as the third baseman Christopoulos is Jeff Lemon coming out, and Christopoulos says, no, I'm okay. So the fielder's choice replaces Alejandro with Fornari as there's 2 gone for Rodrigo Montenegro.
A good play there from Christopoulos, but great play there by Lopez, catching the ball and tagging the runner there to get the lead runner. Nice job by both those guys.
Best player on the field today has been Rodrigo Montenegro, has the RBI single, and has thrown 2 runners out on the base paths as the first pitch to Quentin Martinez misses the zone for a ball 1-0. Martinez now 82 pitches on the night for the Scorps. Got to think they're just trying to get him through this inning and then make a decision whether to send him back out there. The 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner for a strike to Montenegro. It's 1-1. Strikeout and a single for Montenegro today. That single, a blooper that scored Bell. That is today's only run. The 1-1 pitch, low and outside for a ball. It's 2-1. Pitch number 85 coming up for Quentin Martinez as Hudson Widrig looks like he's throwing again for the Suns. The lefty Martinez comes set and deals the 2-1. Low and outside for a ball, and Montenegro has jumped way out in front. 3 balls and a strike. 86th pitch of the outing for Quentin Martinez coming. Top of the 6th inning, George Hoagland Wash to hit for Seminole County. From the stretch, the left-hander checking and dealing the 3-1. Low and outside, ball 4, and the Suns will have a runner in scoring position. It's first and second with 2 outs for the Stetson Hatter in Mark Townsend. And now action is going to start for Seminole County, as it looked like they were about to send somebody down there, but quick meeting at the mound between the third baseman Christopoulos and Martinez. Looks like someone's getting ready to grab a baseball down there in the dugout to get ready throwing.
Yeah, that's Daryl Frigio. It looks like he's going to warm up in the Scorps bullpen, as this is most likely going to be it for Martinez this inning.
Suns trying to extend the lead. First and second, first pitch upstairs to Townsend, 1-0. 86 miles an hour on the elevated fastball, but too elevated out of the zone. And Townsend, who singled last time against Martinez, looks to reach base for the second time and try to extend the DeLand lead. 1 ball, no strikes from Martinez. His 1-0 delivery up and away for ball 2. And now we mentioned that Martinez hadn't gone 7 innings, hadn't gone a long start since he threw that no-hitter. I think you're at this point you're wondering, is it pitch 88 is now just fatigue is playing a factor on this left-hander?
Yeah, absolutely. Fatigue is definitely setting in for Martinez. He's just got to settle down and throw strikes. 2-0 in this count. Walked Montenegro, the last batter, so it's going to be key here for Martinez to just rear back and throw strikes, as he's missed up his last 2. He's got to follow through.
He's gotten hit hard. Omohundro hit the ball hard, so did Fornari, and then lost his control to Montenegro. He's down 2 balls and no strikes to Mark Townsend. That 2-0 pitch, I think he overthrew that one a little bit. You mentioned his rear back and throw strikes. I think he tried to put a little too much on that one. He missed upstairs overthrowing. It's 3-0.
Yeah, he's missed the last 3 pitches have all been in that exact same location. He's got to follow through.
But the action is still pretty steady in the bullpen. They're not really getting things going yet, as the 3-0 pitch right down Broadway, but you knew Townsend was taking all the way unless they put that ball on a T form, as this will be. That was pitch number 90 on the game by Quentin Martinez. The 3-1 runners will break. That ball fouled off and will do a full count pitch to Mark Townsend, so Fornari and Montenegro will be moving with the delivery.
Here's a neat stat for you. Martinez coming into this outing, 11 strikeouts on the year. He's got 10 tonight.
Would love to get an 11th to get himself out of the inning and bring his outing, in all likelihood, to a conclusion, unless they were to bring him back out really just to face one guy. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Mark Townsend. The runners will move. The 3-2 pitch fouled back to the screen, and Townsend will keep the at-bat going for pitch 93 by Martinez. Suns would love to extend their lead, as they more than likely go into the bullpen themselves after 5 strong and likely all-star clinching innings from Nate Palmer. The 3-2 coming from the left-hander. Runners go, the 3-2. Townsend hits one high and deep down the line in left, ranging back, and the catch will be made in left field. Parker Smith went all the way back to the wall and collected it. Townsend put a charge into that one, but Parker Smith saves 2 runs by making an outstanding play in left. That likely ends the day for Martinez. The Suns will see if they'll go to Palmer or Widrig when we come back. We're through 5, 1-0 Suns.
Got a capital.
Nate Palmer will go back on the mound for the DeLand Suns in the top of the 6th inning. They'll let Palmer face George, Hogland, and Wash, 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the Scorps. 5 great innings thus far for Palmer. He's allowed 2 hits, no runs. He's walked 5, but has struck out 7, and has the Suns up 1-0. First pitch, low and outside for a ball to George, who's been on base twice with a single and a walk. It's 1-0.
Yep, and he's been on base the last 5 times he's been up.
1-0 pitch from Nate Palmer is clubbed foul down the left side. One ball, one strike, your count. As Jeff Lemon and Mike Powers exchanging words, I'm pretty sure they're pleasantries. As Lemon played for Coach Powers, he's going to stay over by the dugout as this pitch, great pitch from Palmer, paints the outside corner, 1-2. Mike Powers has been at Rick Hall's side pretty much his entire tenure here in DeLand, so Lemon was, of course, on the roster with Powers as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Into the motion, Palmer looking for punch-out number 8. Can't get it on that pitch. Elevated the 87-mile-an-hour fastball out of the zone, and the count on Anthony George is 2-2. 85th pitch coming for Nate Palmer. Into the motion is the big righty, the 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball popped up foul and out of play, and we'll do another 2-2 pitch to the catcher, Anthony George.
That was a good pitch there from Palmer, but George did a better job just flipping his hands out there, getting a piece, staying alive.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count from Nate Palmer to the 2-hole hitter, Anthony George. Palmer ready to go. The 2-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to the third baseman, Wallace, as he'll rear back and throw one to first in time. For the first time tonight, George is put out, and there's one away for the ever-dangerous Ole Miss Rebel Gunnar Hoglund, as Wallace has been dependable there at third. Last couple nights ago, set the DeLand Sun record, or tied it, I should say. 9 assists over at third base of the 27 outs in the game. The lefty gunner Hoagland to face Palmer. The first pitch from Palmer slides in the breaking ball but misses the zone for a ball. 1-0 to Hoagland, who is 0 for 1. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the first. Walked but was picked off by the catcher in the third. Hoagland pops that one up out of play. Count evens. It's aces while, a ball and a strike and an out. 88 pitches right now for Nate Palmer. Suns would love to get him all the way through this sixth inning. The 1-1 pitch from Nate Palmer. Paints the outside corner for a strike. He's ahead of Hoagland, 1-2. Bottom six, Burke, Wallace, Corbett for the Suns to try to extend the lead. The 1-2 pitch is low and outside for a ball. Count on Hoagland, evens again, 2-2 on the 90th pitch from Nate Palmer. Palmer has battled all night long. He'll throw pitch number 91. The 2-2 pitch, up and away for ball 3, and the count full on Gunnar Hoagland, 3-2 on Palmer's 92nd pitch. If you start a batter, you can finish him. Even over 100. The 3-2 from Palmer is hit high and deep into right field. All the way back. That ball is going to be off the base of the wall. Over the head of Tim Dixon. Dixon will find the cutoff man, but it's a one-out double from Gunnar Hoagland. And Seminole County has a runner in scoring position for the first time since the third. And the Scorpions are going to try to tie this game with the cleanup hitting, Riley Wash.
Yeah, that ball was absolutely crushed towards right center. Hoagland was laughing there with head coach Jeff Lemon, was like, oh, that was a smidge of being out of the ballpark for a home run. But nice job there by Hoagland, continuing to stay hot at the plate and giving the Scorpions hope here in the sixth to tie this ball game up at 1.
And Rick Hall will take the baseball. Nate Palmer goes 5 1/3 stellar innings. He's responsible for Hoagland, but even so, 5 1/3, 3 hits, either 1 or no runs, 7 strikeouts, and 5 walks. The Suns will go to the pen. Got to get 11 outs without allowing a run. As the Suns go to the bullpen, we'll talk about the new pitcher when we come back. The Suns will turn to Hudson Widrig at a Lincoln Memorial. Second on the team with 25 strikeouts, but he's been hit hard, a 5.78 ERA. He's allowed 21 hits in 18 2/3 innings. It's his responsibility to try to get the Suns out of this sixth inning. Runner on second, one away. First pitch to Widrig is scalded foul down the third base side, but foul as the count starts 0-1 on the DH, Riley Wash.
And that right there has pretty much been the Scorpions' luck this year. You know, ripped down the third base line, just goes foul with runners in scoring position.
No balls and a strike to Riley Wash, who's 0 for 2 on the game. He struck out in the first, flew out to center in the fourth. Checking the runner is Widrig. He'll deal the 0-1 pitch. It's popped up and out of play. Widrig gets ahead of Riley Wash, 0-2. Suns probably need 5 outs from their bullpen before they can get to Alex Franzen, who's been one of their closers this season with a 1.5 ERA and 19 strikeouts in 12 innings. Could go to him in the 7th, but then you probably burn him tomorrow, and maybe even the runners going and deking off the bag. Bouncing ball to short. Omahundro throws. That's in time. Suns get a big second out. A couple thoughts ran together on that one as Hoagland looked like he was taking off, but then stopped. Wash grounds out right to the shortstop, and it freezes Hoagland anyway. So runner on second now, 2 outs for Will Alvarez, who has worked the middle infield today. Ground out to second in the second, ground out to short in the fourth. Hudson Widrig trying to get out of the inning with the 1-0 lead intact, as the Suns will in all likelihood face a relief pitcher for Seminole County in the 6th inning. First pitch of the at-bat from Widrig. Bounces in 82 miles an hour for a ball. 1-0. Widrig does not throw as hard as Palmer, but does have good breaking stuff that he's used to pick up 25 strikeouts in 18 and now 19 innings. 1 ball, no strikes from Widrig. The 1-0 pitch from the right-hander catches the inside part of the zone for a strike, and the count is 1-1 on Will Alvarez. Suns looking to keep this 1-0 lead intact. Tying run at second with 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning from DeLand. The 1-1 pitch coming from a right-hander, Hudson Widrig. And he will turn off the rubber and chase Hoagland back to the bag. Hoagland, in his first 5 games, 3 stolen bases in as many attempts. 1 ball, 1 strike. Widrig looks back at the runner. At second, his 1-1 delivery can't paint the inside corner at 1-2, and the count moves to 2-1 on Will Alvarez.
Yeah, that pitch just missed inside. Nice take there from Alvarez.
2 balls and a strike from the 5-hole hitting shortstop. Trying to tie the game for Seminole County. Hoagland moves well, and if anything is down, he's going to be moving on contact with 2 outs in the inning. Suns deking towards the bag, no throw. Widrig deals the 2-1 pitch. It is clubbed towards first. Diving stop by Joe Burke. He flips it onto the covering Widrig. Widrig gets to the bag in time. Joe Burke comes up with the outstanding play at first, and the inning is over. Hudson Widrig officially gives 5 1/3 shutout to Nate Palmer and keeps the Suns on top. We head to the bottom of inning number 6. DeLand's lead remains 1-0. A new pitcher into the game for the Seminole County Scorpions will face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the DeLand Suns, beginning with the guy that helped the Suns keep the lead in Joe Burke, who skies a high fly ball into right field. Finding it is Hoagland. He's underneath it. One pitch, one out for the new hurler for Seminole County.
Yeah, that's number 25, Daryl Frigio. Frigio coming in with a 0-0 record, 6.48 ERA. This is his sixth game this season, 8 1/3 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 10 walks. His last outing against Sanford on June 22nd, he struggled, 1 1/3 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. Did pitch against DeLand on June 14th, 2 innings in that game, a run, 3 hits.
First pitch strike 0-1 to Wallace.
Also, 2 strikeouts and a walk in that game to DeLand on June 14th.
No balls and a strike to Garrett Wallace. One gone, bottom of the 6th inning. Suns lead it 1-0 as the 0-1 delivery, a breaking ball in the dirt, and the count even on Garrett Wallace, the ball and a strike.
Frigio plays his college ball at St. Leo University, appeared in 5 games in 2019.
1 ball, 1 strike on the upstate Spartan in Wallace. The 1-1 delivery is a ground ball through the right side, a base hit. Garrett Wallace is on base for the first time tonight. He singles off of Frigio with 1 out here in the 6th inning, and the Suns have a runner on first with 1 away for Hunter Corbett. Corbett walked back in the 2nd inning, struck out swinging in the 4th. Both of those against Martinez, who is going to take either a tough luck loss or a no decision tonight. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run it was earned, 10 strikeouts, 3 walks. First pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. Looking to back pick was George, but no throw at Wallace. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 fouled off by Corbett, and the count is 0-2.
All of Frigio's appearances to this point have been in relief. The most he's gone is 2 innings. He's gone 2 innings 3 separate occasions. Trying to come up big and out of the bullpen in relief of Martinez here.
The 0-2 delivery is in there. Strike 3 on the edge. On the outer side of the plate to Hunter Corbett. He's put down on strikes for the 2nd at-bat in a row, as there's 2 gone here in the 6th inning for the 7-hole hitter in Tim Dixon.
Yeah, nice pitch there from Frigio, painting the outside corner for strike 3 and trying to get out of this inning.
Frigio trying to get out of the inning, as you said, with a runner on first. No movement from that runner. First pitch high and tight to Tim Dixon for a ball. It's 1-0.
Frigio goes 4-seam fastball, curveball. Does mix in the change, not as much.
1 ball, no strikes, the count to the 7-hole hitting Dixon. 1-0 pitch is clubbed foul down the third base line, and the count on Tim Dixon is 1-1. Top of the 7th inning for Seminole County. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Smith, Christopoulos, and Lopez are combined 1 for 4. 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone for Tim Dixon. The 1-1 pitch to Dixon is a ground ball that will be collected by the shortstop. Throw over to second, Alvarez to Lopez is in time as the 6-4 fielder's choice brings the inning to a conclusion, as the first inning from Frigio yields nothing for DeLand. We are heading to the top of the 7th inning at Melching Field with your score. The DeLand Suns still lead Seminole County 1-0. Smith, Christopoulos, Lopez in the top of the 7th inning against Hudson Widrig of the DeLand Suns. Suns lead Seminole County 1-0 here in the top of the 7th inning as Widrig's first pitch, a chopper foul down the third base line. Wallace came up to collect it, but almost overthrows Widrig as he tosses it back into his teammate. No balls and a strike is your count on Parker Smith, who's 0 for 1 today. He has yet to put a ball in play, a strikeout and a walk. Run on 4 hits for the Suns, no runs on 3 hits for Seminole County. Widrig deals the 0-1 pitch. It's a chopper on the left side of the infield, through for a base hit. And Seminole County has the leadoff runner on for the second time in 3 innings and the third time in 7. As the tying run stands at first with nobody out for Michael Christopoulos, who's also 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout.
Yeah, nice job there from Parker Smith. Finds a hole in the defense in the 5-6 hole, puts it there, and nice job as he leads things off here for the Scorps in the 7th.
Runner on first, nobody out for Christopoulos, the 7-hole hitter. Hudson Widrig looks like on the mound. Alex Franzen in the bullpen for DeLand. Pickoff throw to first, not in time to get the returning Smith as a tag was applied by the first baseman Joe Burke.
Yeah, Smith's got a pretty sizable lead down there at first. Let's see if head coach Lemon gets him in motion.
It's a solid lead off of first as Widrig will come set at the belt. Long pause, now a pickoff throw from the righty. Thrower to first, close, but back in time is Parker Smith. Suns lead it 1-0 on the strength of a bloop single by Rodrigo Montenegro. Scored Robert Bell back in the 3rd inning against Quentin Martinez. The starters are right now on the hook for the win and the loss in Palmer and Martinez. Seminole County looking to change that here in the top of the 7th inning. Widrig comes high and tight for that one to Christopoulos. Count starts 1-0. Seminole County looking to strike for the first time today. They trail it just 1-0. Widrig will again pick off to first. This time no tag applied by Burke.
Yeah, Christopoulos in his last 5 games has not been able to get a hit. He does have an RBI and 3 walks, trying to get his first hit in the last 5 games here for the Scorps.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Time called. Third baseman in Wallace playing a little bit in to guard against a possible bunt. Middle infield playing back there, set up for a double play if they can get one. Widrig deals the 1-0 pitch. It's a chopper up the middle, ranging off the bag and into shallow left center. Digging for third base is Parker Smith. No throw will come, and the Scorpions catch a break. That puts runners on the corners with nobody out for Fausto Lopez.
Yeah, nice job there by Christopoulos putting the ball in play up the middle. Hit the bag there at second, and it bounced into shallow left center field, and it gave the opportunity for Parker Smith to get to third. So the Scorps here threatening in the top of the 7th.
Suns will trade 2 outs for the tying run. The middle infield will go to double play depth against Fausto Lopez, who has a hit already, but he was caught stealing back in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat is low and outside for a ball. Did he go around? No. And the count starts 1-0 with the runners on the corners and nobody out here in the 7th inning. Pace has quickened in the DeLand bullpen with Alex Franzen. Widrig trying to wiggle out of trouble. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Mighty hack at the 83-mile-an-hour delivery. Cannot connect from Lopez. Count 1-1.
Yeah, if you're Lopez here, just don't try to do too much. You know, here's a situation that I've talked to Coach Lemon about multiple times this year. You know, having a chance here down 1-0 with runners in scoring position on the corners. Just put one in play and see what happens.
The 1-1 pitch coming from Hudson Widrig. Big swing. That one just tapped foul by Lopez back into the chest protector of Montenegro as Widrig has jumped back ahead of Lopez 1-2. A strikeout is what you're really looking for here if you're Hudson Widrig. Something to set up a possible double play ball that could get you out of the inning with the lead intact. Widrig will come set at his chin. Drop to the belt. And will throw over to first base. Burke applies the tag. No movement at third from Parker Smith as the ball gets back to Widrig. Well, run in the bottom of the third inning, all we've had today, but Seminole County on the doorstep of changing that. Runners at the corners, nobody out in the seventh inning against Widrig. The 1-2 pitch upstairs, tried to elevate that one. No chase from Fausto Lopez as the count has run even. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on the 8-hole hitter in the Seminole County order.
What I mean by putting the ball in play is what I was talking about earlier. The Scorpions strike out a lot in these situations.
Widrig trying to get one of his own here. The 2-2 pitch is a chopper on the left side of the infield, through for a base hit, and we're tied. The first 3 batters have singled off of Hudson Widrig. Parker Smith scores easily from third, and we are tied at 1.
Beautiful job there from Fausto Lopez. Just trying to not do too much, put his bat out there, put it in play, hit one in the hole, and this ball game is tied. That was basically the same exact hit as what Parker Smith did there earlier in the inning.
The Suns are going to turn to Alex Franzen to try to get them out of it. First and second, nobody out in a tie game, and here comes Franzen. Three straight singles for the Seminole County Scorpions have the Scorps in business here in the top of the 7th inning in a 1-1 ball game. Alex Franzen is going to have to get out of trouble, and I would fully expect a bunt here from Jeremy Gunter with first and second, nobody out, to get you to Topher Grant. We will see. It's no bunt. It's a bouncing ball, but it essentially works as a bunt. Ball over to Joe Burke, who tags the bag at first. Christopoulos to third, Lopez to second. Gunter put out for out number 1, but it again works as a bunt.
Yeah, essentially that's exactly what happened right there. A short chopper towards first base, got the runners over, back into scoring position at second and third, and now pinch hitter Josh Reynolds stepping in a big moment in this ball game.
Interesting decision here by the Scorpions.
Josh Reynolds.
Topher Grant hitting .360 on the season. He's been your best contact hitter. We'll see if it pays off. First pitch to Reynolds is a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, Reynolds has struggled at the plate this year for the Scorpions. He's hitting .200.
0-1 swung on and missed at a breaking ball, and the count on Reynolds is 0-2. Anthony George stands in the on-deck circle. Maybe you're trying to get something elevated here. The infield is in for the Suns. Their first move would be to the plate if Christopoulos were to break. Franzen's 0-2 pitch up at the eyes of the leadoff hitter, the pinch hitter in Reynolds. Tried to get him to chase a high fastball, but it came too far inside for that to happen. And the count is 1-2.
Reynolds, 16 strikeouts on the year. Trying to change that.
The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball from Franzen misses the zone, and the count on Reynolds is 2-2.
Yeah, good hold there from Reynolds. That looked like he was about to go, but held back last second, 2-2.
Christopoulos at third, Lopez at second, Reynolds at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. A strike three called by Reynolds as he set down on strikes, and there's two away, and a big moment forthcoming. Second and third, 2 outs for Anthony George.
A nice pitch there from Franzen, getting Reynolds there for a big second out, and now Anthony George here with 2 outs needs to step up with runners at second and third.
Franzen has gotten us ground out from Gunter and a strikeout to Reynolds. Needs one more out to keep this game tied. Breaking ball inside for ball 1 to Anthony George. It's 1-0.
George singled back in the first inning, as well as walked. Grounded out his last time up.
Franzen's 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Good breaking ball that time again from George, or to George from Franzen. It's a ball and a strike. Franzen being used earlier than the Suns would want, but being used as the fireman. The 1-1 delivery, low and outside. Scooting over to keep it in front of him was Montenegro, as the count on George is 2-1. If you're the Suns, you really want to get George. I don't think you want to face Gunnar Hoglund, especially if you walk George and load the bases for a guy that has 7 hits in his first 16 at-bats. The 2-1 is a high pop fly in a shallow center field. Converging on it are the Suns. It is going to be caught by the second baseman, Hunter Fornari, and the inning is over. Clutch performance by the closer, Alex Franzen. He comes on and gets 3 straight outs by Gunter, Reynolds, and George to keep this game tied. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 1-1.
Can't say that.
We are all square at 1 as the first pitch of the inning is bounced to the first baseman. That is the newcomer Reynolds. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that retires the 8-hole hitting Robert Bell. Put out on the ground out as Frigio has done an excellent job out of the bullpen. There's one gone here in the 7th inning for the 9-hole hitting Jeff Omahundro, who's 1 for 2.
Yeah, when Frigio's been in problems this year, it's because of the walks. He does do a good job, however, just battling pitch after pitch, batter after batter, and he finds a way to get the job done.
Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1 to Omahundro. The Suns, as of late, their issue has been the bats. The pitching staff has been phenomenal as of late. But in the series against Winter Park and now tonight, the Suns have scored 4 runs. Omahundro will try to change that as he lines one into left center for a base hit, and the Suns have the go-ahead run aboard here in the 7th. A nice 2 for 3 night for Jeff Omahundro. Back to the top of the order go the Suns, and the 0 for 3, Hunter Fornari. Fornari, strikeout in the 1st, strikeout in the 3rd, fielder's choice in the 5th. Runner on first is Jeff Omahundro, who does have some speed. First pitch to the leadoff hitting Fornari, 82 miles an hour down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Top of the 8th inning for Seminole County, heart of the order, 3-4-5, Hoglund, Wash, and Alvarez. No balls and a strike to Fornari, the 0-1. Mighty hack on a high and inside fastball cannot connect, and Fornari finds himself down 0-2.
A nice pitch there from Frigio, trying to get him out here, 0-2. Let's see what he goes with here. Maybe get Fornari to chase something out of the zone.
The 0-2 delivery coming from Frigio. The righty's 0-2 pitch is low and outside for a ball, and the count on the leadoff hitter Fornari is 1-2. And the Suns have scored just 4 runs in their last 4 games. 0-2-1-1. Including tonight, the 1-2 pitch is fouled off by Fornari. He keeps the at-bat alive, still a ball and 2 strikes on the FGCU Eagle with Rodrigo Montenegro, 1 for 2 tonight in the on-deck circle. Clutch outing by Franzen to get the Suns out of trouble in the 7th. Now the offense has to step up. Ball clubbed foul down the left field side by Fornari. Trying to find a pitch to hit here in the bottom of the 7th inning with the game tied at 1. It'll be Hoglund, Wash, and Alvarez, as we mentioned. After Fornari is Montenegro, then Mark Townsend should the inning get there. Bottom 7 from DeLand, we're tied at 1. Frigio set from the letters on his jersey. Gazes in, the righty's 1-2 delivery is poked. That's through the right side, a base hit. Holding up at second base will be Jeff Omahundro, and the Suns have the go-ahead run in scoring position. It's 1st and 2nd with 1 out in the 7th inning for the red-hot catcher, Rodrigo Montenegro. Now 6 hits for both ball clubs.
Yeah, nice job there from Fornari on that pitch. It was a pitch that was outside in the zone, and he took it where it was pitched, drove it to right field, and Suns trying to break the 1-1 tie here.
1st and 2nd with 1 out. Double play depth for the Scorpions. Montenegro ready to go. The first pitch to him. Mighty hack back to the screen, 0-1. Other 2 games in the Florida League tonight. Sanford leads Winter Gardens 6-4 in the top of the 8th inning at Sanford Memorial. Winter Park about ready to win another one. They're up 6-1 at Leesburg at Pat Thomas Stadium. It's 1-1 here in DeLand. 0-1 on Rodrigo Montenegro. 2 on, 1 out. Montenegro has driven in the only DeLand Suns run. It was a single back in the 3rd inning. Trying to come up with the big hit here in the 7th. Frigio deals the 0-1 pitch. It's low and inside for a ball. It's aces wild on Montenegro. A ball, a strike, and an out. Shortstop tending to the runner. That's Alvarez. Now he will look to retreat. Big hole on that left side if Montenegro were to go the other way, but he fouls that one off. And Montenegro finds himself down in the count 1-2 with Mark Townsend standing in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, that one fouled right off the home plate umpire. He's shaking up, trying to walk that one off, but good pitch here. And I feel pretty confident and Frigio in these situations. You know, tough situation with runners on second and first with less than 2 outs. He's pitched in these kind of scenarios before, and he's done a good job. So trying to get out of this jam right here, get the red-hot Montenegro out.
Catcher courtesy as he heads out to talk to the pitcher as the home plate umpire collects himself after being hit by the foul ball. Everybody seems to be okay, so back to work we go. Frigio trying to get a big second out and would love a third out as well if he can get Montenegro to roll one over. From the stretch, the 1-2 delivery from Frigio. Montenegro fouls it off, screaming it towards the left side and out of play. And the count remains a ball and 2 strikes on the catcher, Rodrigo Montenegro. Suns looking to get back in the win column after losing game 2 last night to Winter Park in extra innings, losing 2-1. The 1-2 pitch to Montenegro. He fouls it off again as Montenegro working a nice at-bat, trying to come up with a big hit here for DeLand or find a way on base in some other fashion. Identical score lines for these two teams. A run on 6 hits with no errors. DeLand's run in the 3rd, Seminole County's run in the 7th. The 1-2, they tried to get Montenegro to chase. He does not as it's above his eye level. Count 2-2 on the catcher. Montenegro out of St. Pete College trying to come up with a big hit here for the Suns. Seminole County looking for out number 2 or even 3 if Montenegro rolls one over. Frigio, couple glances back at second. Keeps glancing. Now the 2-2 pitch is low and outside, ball 3. And the count on Montenegro is full 3-2. Now we see how aggressive Rick Hall and the DeLand Suns choose to get if they put Alejandro and Fornari in motion here. They don't have to with only 1 out, but we'll see how aggressive DeLand tries to get. The 3-2 pitch coming from Frigio. Runners will not go. The 3-2, low and inside, ball 4, and the Suns will have the bases loaded for one of their better hitters in Mark Townsend. Montenegro reaches for the 3rd time tonight, 2 walks in the RBI single, as Mark Townsend will hit in a big moment here for DeLand.
Yeah, if you're Frigio right now, gotta settle down. Bases loaded. The walk didn't do you too much harm. Just everybody moved up 1 base, got the force out in any bag. Got to make sure you throw strikes here to Townsend.
Townsend looking to elevate something at the very least that could drive in a run. First pitch from Frigio to Townsend. Misses low and outside for a ball. Townsend fired the hips but not the bat. Wisely so, and the count 1-0 on the Stetson Hatter. Suns with a golden opportunity to take the lead. 1-0 coming to Mark Townsend. Townsend clubs one towards second. Onto the second base bag in time. The throw to first is in time. A 4-6-3 double play. And Seminole County gets out of trouble. Townsend grounds into an inning-ending double play. And this game will remain tied at 1. We go to the top of the 8th inning. It's still 1-1. Heart of the order for the Seminole County Scorpions in the top of the 8th inning against Alex Franzen. Franzen worked an excellent 7th inning, came in after 3 straight singles by Smith, Christopoulos, and Lopez. Got a ground out, a strikeout, and a pop out to get the Suns out of the inning. Now he has his own clean slate in a 1-1 ball game. Suns had a golden opportunity to tie it, but a double play took him out of it. First pitch, breaking ball in the zone to Gunnar Hoglund. It's 0-1.
We got a pinch hitter on deck for the Scorpions. That's going to be Hayden Cross.
Pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Cross, a 107 hitter on the season, to pinch hit for Wash, hitting 241. The 1-1 pitch from Franzen, chopped foul down the right side, and the count moves to 1-2 on Seminole County's 3-hole hitter. One ball, 2 strikes the count. As ready to go, Franzen. The righty's 1-2 pitch, foul back to the screen by Hoglund, and the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Suns will have 4, 5, 6, Burke, Wallace, and Corbett in their half of the 8th. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball is skied high and deep into right center field, but it will die in this humid June night and fall into the glove of Tim Dixon. Hoglund put out on the flyout, and there's 1 gone in the 8th for the replacement in Hayden Cross, who will look to pick up his 4th hit of the season.
Yeah, Cross in his last 9 at-bats has gotten 3 hits, a run, a double, an RBI. So he's seeing the ball a little bit better. Obviously, he was 0-4 until he got his first hit over the weekend series last weekend against Sanford.
First pitch of the at-bat, in there for a strike, 0-1 to Hayden Cross. Franzen has retired all 4 batters he's faced. The 0-1 drops in but low for a ball, and aces are wild on Hayden Cross. A ball, a strike, and an out. Clutch time here for both teams. Top of the 8th inning in a 1-1 game. Franzen misses low and inside. Count on Hayden Cross, 2-1. It's just a straight switch, as that's Cross entering the DH spot for Wash. 2 balls, 1 strike, the 2-1 pitch. Chopped foul over towards the Scorpions' dugout. And Franzen trying to retire his 5th straight. He's ahead in the count. Or I should say it's even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 your count. Into the motion, Franzen, your 2-2 pitch. Chopper, right back to Franzen. He'll take it about halfway to the bag. Flip to his Kentucky Wesleyan teammate Joe Burke. 5 up, 5 down from Franzen, and there's 2 gone in the 8th for Will Alvarez. Will indeed hit. Alvarez, a .222 hitter in his 8th game with the ball club.
Alvarez an 0-for-3 on the night. He has 3 ground outs.
To 3 different Suns. First pitch misses 1-0. Second short and first. The only guy he hasn't bounced to is Garrett Wallace over at third base. Franzen looking for a scoreless 8th. The 1-0 pitch is inside for a ball. The count on Will Alvarez, 2-0.
Back in the 6th, he hit a really hard ground ball that the first baseman Joe Burke made an excellent play with a runner in scoring position to save a run.
Breaking ball in there for a strike to Alvarez, and as you mentioned, now that's looming even larger in a 1-1 ball game. 2 balls and a strike. Into the motion, the 2-1 pitch from Franzen. Golfed foul by Alvarez, as he's now 1 strike away is Franzen from a 2nd straight, essentially 1-2-3 inning. Franzen got the Suns out of trouble in the 7th, trying to steer clear of any trouble in the 8th inning. Franzen's 2-2 delivery bounces inside and low. It's 3-2, a full count on Will Alvarez. Parker Smith stands in the on-deck circle. Four, 5, 6 for DeLand in the bottom of the 8th inning to try to take the lead back as long as Franzen can keep the game tied at 1. He does. Swing and a miss by Will Alvarez. Alex Franzen has worked 2 perfect innings on the mound. 6 up, 6 down since coming into the ball game. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. This game remains tied. It's 1-1. Bottom of the 8th inning as a new pitcher into the game for the Seminole County Scorpions, Jack Berry, who has walked 13, struck out 7 in 9 innings of work. His first pitch in there at 95 miles an hour. Jack Berry's a solid pitcher, but I tend to doubt that went 95 miles an hour.
Yeah, there's probably went 95 miles an hour there as Burke swings and fouls that one out of play 0-2. But Barry, in his last outing against Winter Park, an inning, a run that was earned, 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 9 innings pitched, 13 walks. He's got a 9 ERA, still a 0-0 record, as that's could change in either the win or loss column here tonight.
Bounces that one in for a ball to Burke. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the KWC Panther. 4-5-6 in the DeLand order. Burke, Wallace, Corbett trying to take the lead here in the 8th inning and give Alex Franzen a chance to give himself the win in the top of the 9th. It'll be 6-7-8 Smith, Christopoulos, Lopez, all with a hit last time, and all have reached base twice in the 9th inning for Seminole County. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Joe Burke. Winding is Jack Berry, his 1-2 delivery. Burke will golf it out into shallow right center field. Second baseman is backpedaling, and that ball's going to drop into right field. No one could find it. It's a bloop single, essentially, for Joe Burke, and the Suns have the go-ahead run at first with nobody out for Garrett Wallace.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between the center fielder, Gunter, Lopez, the second baseman, and Hoagland and Wright. It just dropped in there for a base hit, and that brings the tying run or the winning run there at first for the Suns, and if you're Barry now, just got to put that one behind you and move forward.
Seminole County would love to turn another double play with Garrett Wallace at the plate. He singled in the 6th, but was put out on the inning-ending fielder's choice that inning. First pitch, bunt, is going to be back to the pitcher, Barry. Barry will throw to second. He throws it into center field. Burke will take off for third. He will be in without a throw, and the Suns have runners at the corners with nobody out. Score that one a sacrifice bunt and an E1, and the Suns are in business.
Yeah, Barry fielded that ball cleanly, and he just didn't look at his target there at second. It was Alvarez, the shortstop, covering second, and he threw it into center field. And now, if you're Barry, it's a really tough situation now with runners on the corners, no one out. I expect the infield, obviously, to be in here for the Scorpions as they're going to try to cut that run off at third.
In a 1-1 game, you don't give a hoot about the double play. You know you need the out at the plate to be cut down. The Suns are going to make a change. They're going to put Peter Hutzel, the Marshall designated hitter, at the plate, the Calgary, Alberta, Canada native. I was talking to him before the game. We have set up the PlayStation 3 down in the dugout, and we had to placate Peter Hutzel. We had to go out and get a copy of the most recent NHL game they made for the PS3, which I believe would have been 16. And he said, I can't play anybody. It's not any fun for me because I've played it so much that him playing any of us Americans would just be blowouts all day. He'd have to play on about Hall of Fame mode while the rest of us play on like NHL 94 one-tap mode. But he's looking for the biggest hit of the night for the DeLand Suns. Surprisingly, the middle infield is not in for Seminole County. So a ground ball to them would give the Suns the lead. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, if you're Barry, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. You know, down 1-0 in the count, got to bring it.
1 ball, no strikes to Hutzel with Tim Dixon in the on-deck circle, the 1-0. Outside again, and the count is 2-0. Walk here is not the worst thing in the world if you're Seminole County. Does mean a single means a little bit more, but it would set up a force out and a double play at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes to Peter Hutzel, the 2-0. Hutzel hits that ball high and deep, but it's going to go foul. That ball, Hutzel was all over it, but he just pulls it down the right field line. It's 2-1. If that's fair, that is gone.
Oh, without a doubt. That's way out of here towards right if that's fair. Just a long strike. Barry's got to settle back in here.
2 balls and a strike from Barry to Hutzel. The 2-1 pitch, low and outside, ball 3, and Peter Hutzel is ahead in the count, 3-1, as action is up in the Seminole County bullpen. See how quickly that action can get going. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at the corners, nobody out for DeLand. The 3-1 from Barry, low and inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded with nobody out on a single, a sack and an error, and a walk. And with the bases loaded, it'll be Tim Dixon.
That's Chris Campbell warming up in the Seminole County bullpen. Let's see. They're going to obviously let Barry pitch here to Dixon. But if there's any more damage done, they might make the move to the bullpen, get Campbell in the game.
Dixon looking to drive something to the outfield that could give the Suns the lead. Barry working from the stretch, his first pitch. It is popped up on the first base side. It will fall. Foul.
Yeah, great hustle there from Reynolds. It was a pop-up right towards the first base side out of play, and Reynolds did a great job, tried to hustle, made a full-out dive to make the catch, just was unable to make that play. 0-1.
No balls and a strike on Tim Dixon. Bases loaded, nobody out. Infield is obviously in for the Scorpions. They would come home on any ground ball, try to turn a double play in that fashion. Barry trying to get out of the inning. Has the bases loaded, no out, 0-1. Foul back to the screen by Tim Dixon, and the count is 0-2. Dixon 0 for 3 today, a strikeout, a pop-out, and a fielder's choice. Trying to give the Suns the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. leads off of the bag for the 3 Sun runners. The 0-2 pitch to Dixon. He fouls that one off, and the at-bat continues. No balls and 2 strikes. Still on the 0-for-3 right fielder.
Yeah, Dixon just got a piece of that one. Nice pitch there from Barry, but better job at the plate there from Dixon staying alive.
Tim Dixon able to keep the at-bat alive. Be a huge first out for Barry. If he gets it, then a double play would end the inning. Barry will work from the stretch. Infield in all the way around for the Scorpions. Barry set from the chin. The 0-2 is going to hit Tim Dixon. And the Suns take the lead 2-1. The 0-2 pitch comes in and plunks Tim Dixon. And the DeLand Suns lead it here in the bottom of the 8th inning 2-1.
Yeah, that one just got away from Barry, ran inside and hit Dixon, I believe, on the left elbow. And an RBI there, and the Suns take the 2-1 lead.
An RBI the painful way has given the Suns a 2-1 lead. Infield will remain in for the Scorpions. For Robert Bell, who takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Bases loaded, nobody out still for the Suns, as Tim Dixon has given DeLand the lead by wearing an 0-2 hit by pitch. The 1-0 to Bell, high and outside ball 2. It's 2-0 to Bell. For Dixon, that was his 3rd RBI of the season. And it's his biggest of the season to date. 2 balls, no strikes to Robert Bell. I think Bell taking the 2-0. He hacks at it. It's a slow roller down the third base line. Barehanded throw gets away from the third baseman. 1 run will score. No one covering the plate. A 2nd run will score. Everybody moves up 2 bases, and the Suns lead it 4-1.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play for Christopoulos coming in as he tried to go home with it. The throw was nowhere near